So before we get this Wish review started, I'm gonna give a special shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, next to KP Animation Studio and Mitchell the Arcane Fan, which is none other than Starboy 706. He's a fantastic YouTuber, and his favorite movie is Frozen 2 and Wish, just like me actually. Well, my favorite movie is Frozen 2, Thunderbolt, and even Oppenheimer, and even Return of the King, or both as my favorite movie of all time, but it's in a different number actually. So, during two, I gave him a shout out, which finally, and he got 85 subscribers. Just like Maya George, please make sure you go subscribe to Starboy because he's a fantastic YouTuber. He always comes to my live stream, and he always chat with me actually. Anyway, enough further ado, let's get this Wish review started. Your wish had been granted. I'm going to prove the war. What is my opinion on this new movie called Wish, which has came out like 2 years ago actually. It came out in 2023. It came out in an exact same day as Napoleon. And I gotta flat out and say this film will always be better than Napoleon because Napoleon looks absolutely boring and I'm not watching that movie. Hell no. Anyway, so I'm going to prove the war that I'm going to give you my opinion on Wish. I don't understand why people said that Disney Wish is the worst Disney movie of all time. And I would be like, my guy, have you not even seen Peter Pan and Wendy's? Have you not even seen Marcy's Mom? Have you not even seen Artemis Fowl? And have you not even seen Home on the Range, The Wild? And even some of the terrible direct-to-video sequel called Moana 2, The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Oh god, I am not watching that piece of crap. And of course, have you not even seen Beauty and the Beast, Belle Magical War? Because that film was so freaking mean-spirited, especially for Beef said, I would never apologize. Oh my god. That scene is so freaking stupid. Yeah, there are way worse Disney movie out there more than Wish. So instead of doing this review, I'm going to tell you why you should give Wish a chance. And don't worry, it will be a regular review by showing the history, what happened to this movie, and then I'll give my rating on this film at the end of the video. Hello everybody, welcome to the magical world of Disney. My name is NH3, your lounge show. So the perfect way to start for Disney month, let's go ahead and talk about the most underrated film of all time. And I don't understand why Mature said that Next Goal Win is way better than Wish. I'm gonna totally disagree because Next Goal Win, that film looks absolutely unfunny in my opinion. So I might be watching that and I'll give you my rant about that because my opinion is going to be exactly the same, just like Starboy, along with the Final Destination Bloodline. Yes, I did watch that movie October 31st and I didn't care for it. I mean, it's very meh and very overrated. It did not deserve the higher rating. So yeah, so I gotta said. So today I'm about to do a redo review to one of the Disney film. They deserve some love more than hate because I saw way worse Disney movie out there. Like, think about it, people. Think about it. Disney Wish is not as bad as much as Marcy's Mom. Marcy's Mom is the worst Disney movie of all time. Now, not Wish, because I'm probably been listening too much Troll Bandit Fans as one and Brent's Troll Fan because those two are Wish haters, which cannot stand these Wish haters, man, because every time they talk about bad thing about this movie, and it's absolutely not true at all, and I'll get to that one reason that people said that this film was written by AI, and I'm going to prove the war is not. So, enough further ado, let's get this review started, shall we? And let's go to Wish Upon the Stars. But instead, you have Keenan Mefico grabbing this movie and turning it into a bad review. So let's start off with Rotten Tomato. So when this movie came out on November 22nd, the same day as Napoleon, yeah, the audience got it 80%, which I am so glad, and I am so happy that the audience really enjoyed the heck out of this movie. But I cannot say the same with the critics score, actually. Yeah, I did talk about it in my Rotten Tomato, which I totally disagreed. And this is the second movie I will totally disagreed with Rotten Tomato. Right, look at the critic. Look at this. 48%. Okay, that is going way too far, because that is just as bad as much as Chicken Little Rotten Tomato rating. And the fact is, this movie is just as bad as much as Mosey's Mom Rotten Tomato rating. Like, how on earth that Strange War got a way better review, but yet this film did not, actually. I'm gonna flat out and say this, but Wish will always be better than Strange War. I absolutely hated Strange War. It might be the second worst Disney movie of all time, and I absolutely hate the Flaming Burning Passion, because I didn't like the fact that movie is playing Freeform again. Like, how many times you're gonna play that movie? Like, you play that film at midnight, you play that film in the morning, and you play that film in the afternoon. Honestly, it shows that Freeform is trying their best to prove the world that Strange War is better than Wish, and I totally disagreed. And when you look at to the top critic, it got a 32%, which that is really disgusting. And for the audience, it got a 59, which, oh my god, it got 59. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it just shows that critic don't trust Disney, and it just shows that we got the question out there, which I found it really stupid, by people saying this, is Disney Wish just for kids? Of course it's for kids. It's not rated at all PG-13 or rated X or even was NC-17. So yeah, and when this movie came out, this movie did terribly on IMDb. Well, it did okay, but it did terrible. Once again, and because actually it might be the worst review of the movie by Chris Buck, actually. And the fact is, Tarzan got a way better review than this movie, and that is a fact. And even Frozen 2 got way better review than Wish. So this movie got a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and this film got a 47 on Megascore. And I don't want to look at on the cinema score, because actually I'm probably to give this movie a minus. Like, it deserves an A plus. I did not care what people said. And of course, for the box office, yikes. Disney fangirl, I understand that you're trying to help this movie out, but that doesn't help at all, actually, because this film is officially a box office flop. Let's read it, and this is very painful to read it. Here we go. Disney Wish was a box office flop, earning about $255 million worldwide, aging a $175 million and $200 million budget. Depends the film overall box office performance, blah blah blah, is a bomb because it lost the studio a money about $131 million after blah blah blah, incoming stream, and it also have a poor opening weekend, finished third and failing to meet the box office production. Once again, this film have a budget with $175 million and $200 million. Okay, why on earth that this movie cost $200 million for a budget? Like, you gotta be kidding me, Disney. Like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop spending your movie for $200 million and $300 million. Well, at least it's not as bad as much as Disney Snow White, because when Disney Snow White came out, that film was a box office disaster. It was not a bomb. It was disaster like a tank. Yeah, and this movie have a worldwide gross of $255 million. Okay, that is really bad, man. That is really terrible, man. That is really bad. And of course, oh wait, not again. Anyway, so you can't forget this idiotic article. They said that Wish have one of the Disney worst opening ever for an animated film. Here's why. Disney Wish failed to take off at the box office last weekend, which is, at the time, directly opening to the film already poor review, making it a Disney latent in the series disappointing at the company, and to bring the audience back to the theaters. So I heard the news that family don't trust on Disney, which I seriously doubt that, because is that true? Why in the world I saw a bunch of people at Disney World? So if you hear some people say that Disney is not trusted and even family don't trust Disney, oh, okay. So why in the world I saw people at the Disney World? So why on earth I saw people in the screening for Moana 2? And how on earth that people is paying a ticket to go see Zootopia 2 this year? Yeah, that's what I thought. So nope, parent is still trusting on Disney. And no, Disney is not as bad as much as Video Brain Cradle. People, you are treating Disney like the evil company. Well, sometimes they're evil company, but you're treating overall studio a bad business. You really want Disney to get shut down, which that's not true at all, you big boy, because Walt Disney Company is the biggest company in the world. They own everything, for God's sake. They own Pixar, they own Lucasfilm, which is in a bad way, and I wish Disney do not own by Star Wars, because Disney Star Wars is disaster, man. Because after I watched Rise of Poot Walker, and that film was completely disaster wokeness, so that's all I had to say. So yeah, I might give Rise of Skywalker a chance because it's not a woke movie more than the Phantom Menace said, and that's proves my point. And of course, this movie doing bad than Strange World. You gotta be kidding me, man. How on earth this movie got a second weekend drop is even worse than Strange World. Strange World is the biggest disaster from Disney, because I think Strange World is a main cause of this situation. If Strange World does not exist, we should not be in the situation. We should not be the situation when people want Disney to get shut down. We should not be in the situation when you want to ask some gay romantic of the two boys. Nobody wants to see that, and nobody in the right mind want to take your kids to see Strange World. Strange World is the one movie it deserved that kind of treatment, not Wish. And at least this movie got a reward, actually, but this film has failed to get a Academy Award, actually. Wait a minute, did this movie got nominated at the Academy Award? No. I think this film got nominated for the Golden Globe for Best Motion Pictures and Critics' Choice Award for This Wish for Best Song and even Best Animated Feature. Though this movie got nominated, Rihanna Dubone got a nomination for Asha. Yeah, Asha is my favorite character, and I'll tell you the reason why. But not in a pedophile way, because I know she's 17. I'm not stupid. Yeah, this film did not get nominated. So I am so glad this film got a Critics' Choice Award and a Golden Globe, but this film has failed get any reward and even an Academy Award. This is the second time that a Disney film got snubbed at the Oscar. First it was Frozen 2, and now Wish, and now they did it exactly the same with Moana 2. I don't understand why some underrated gem is getting hate these days. There was a difference between with mediocre review and bad review, and maybe Wish might be the same with Frozen 2. But this is 10 times worse review than Frozen 2. Because this review make Frozen 2 look like a review from the Lion King comparison. Okay, that does not make any sense. And of course, you can't forget these idiotic rant on Wish, which I totally understand why people don't like Wish, and I totally understand why they don't like that movie. And no other film, it will people disagreed. But here's my biggest problem, okay? Because I did a video called The Criticize of Wish is Stupid and Idiotic. There was so many criticism for this movie, which is absolutely not true at all. And there was one question. Is Disney Wish what was written by AI? No. This film did not no, Disney did not use AI to win the movie Wish. Because if I hear these idiotic people that people said that Disney Wish was written by AI, it can shows that people is using AI as a criticism. So no, Disney Wish did not written by AI, and I'm not telling you again because there's a one girl that she said that the character from this movie, was made for AI genital. Like she called Asha that, and that's not true at all because those two look absolutely different. Like when you watch the movie, it's made by Disney, and when you look at AI fan art, it look exactly the same, just like AI actually. So I just feel bad for this movie actually. Like look at this review. Look at this review. Look at this. Yep. Look at this, man. Look at this stupid article. Disney Wish is the Disney most disappointing movie ever. No, it's not. Indiana Jones, dude, Indiana Jones 5 and the Tale of the Old Man is way more disappointing than Wish. So don't go way too far calling this film disappointing. Yeah. Oh boy. This is all Strange World's fault because if Strange World does not exist, we should not be in the situation, and Disney Wish should have been a box office success. But nope, it got bad review. It was a major flop at the box office. It had one of the worst Disney opening ever for a Disney film. And of course, this film have a second weekend drop even worse than Strange World. And of course, you got your rant. Yeah, I think Disney Wish went. Dude. I think Wish Hater is a one hater, which I cannot freaking stand. Like I cannot stand them one bit. Like I can put up some hater these days, but putting up Wish haters, especially with Alex and Blanche are the biggest Wish haters because they want that film to be in hell, which that's not happening, you big boy, because this film did not want in hell. This film was a celebration for Disney 100 years. Like, is this how you treat a movie that celebrates for Disney 100 years? Maya Joy's opinion on Wish, which is very meh, is way better than putting up this idiotic, stupid review. Like, Disney Wish is not the worst Disney movie. Disney Wish is not written by AI, and this movie is not a whip of the Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Like, there was a fan art that people said that Kima Mexico is a whip off the other villain from The Last Wish, which that's not true at all, and that is not true. So yeah, screw Wish hater, man. Like I would have put up a mediocre review on Wish more than putting up this stupid, idiotic people that people said that this film is just made for babies, and now parents out there don't trust Disney. Yeah, I hope you're happy, Disney hater. You'll make me sick. So let's get to my review of this movie. So doing to this film got a panned phenomenon, which is unphenomenon, I meant to say, because this film did terribly with Rotten Tomato, IMDb, and the box office. So let me tell you my opinion on Wish, and this is a lot better than Alex rant on Wish. So I gotta said, after I watched this movie, and after I rewatched this movie like like a 5 or 4 times, I said, I gotta said, the world was wrong about this movie. Like, this film is very underrated. Like, this is a perfect way to celebrate the Disney 100 years. Like, I totally understand why people don't like Wish, but when you slam this movie even worse than Strange World, it shows that people don't trust Disney, and I highly recommend you guys, you trust on Disney. Don't trust the company. Please trust Walt Disney Animation Studio, because that's the only animation studio that made the very first animated feature, which is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like, without that film, we should not got Wish, we should not got Frozen 2, and we should not get any of the animated film made by a non-Disney company, like, Illumination, and even, DreamWorks, and even Pixar, DreamWorks, and etc. So, yeah. And of course, Paramount Animation, which Paramount Animation went down the drain after they released Paul the Fury and the Legend of Stupid. Like, oh my god, that film is just made for stupidity. Oh my god. And I'll tell you about that next show. So yeah, Disney Wish is the most underrated film of all time, and I am not I am not going to be apologized by saying that because this film is very underrated. Like the story is very clever, the characters are very memorable. Like Asha, she's my favorite character in this movie because I just found her. She's really awesome. She's really cute, and of course, she is really terrific. I understand that she's 17 years old, and 17 years old is a minor, but in my imagination, I age her up because character development is a very important thing for animation. So I age her up into 17, into 18. So she's 18 years old right now in your imagination because she was born maybe 2007 or 2006. So I think she born in 2007. So you guys, so she already have a birthday. So she might be 19 right now. So she might be 19 actually. Because when 2023, 2007, she's 17 years old. And when you go to 2024, she is 18 years old. And when you go to 2025, right now, she's 19 years old. Yeah, she might be a grown adult right now. So character development deserves some punctuation. So that's why I age her up into a 19 years old. So she's officially adult these days. But in the movie, she's 17 years old. But in imagination, she's 19 years old. And she looks rather gorgeous as a 19-year-old. And don't worry, 19 years old is really adult. So don't worry, guys, don't worry. So Asha, she's my favorite character in this movie. And of course, Kima Mefigo. I don't understand why people say Kima Mefigo is the worst Disney villain ever. Like, have you not even seen Hans? Have you not even seen the villain from The Wild? And have you not even seen the villain from Chicken... Oh, wait. The villain from Chicken Little was okay. But not for Buckcrack. He's an a-hole. And of course, have you not even seen the villain from Artemis Fowl? And have you not even seen the villain from Marcy's Mom? Oh my god, man. If I see animation of Marcy's Mom, I am going to vomit because that film looks absolutely freaking disgusting and I honestly can't stand it. So yeah. So I gotta fly out and say this, but the villain from Marcy's Mom and the villain from The Wild and even Hans is way worse. And even the twist villain from Strange World is way worse than Kima Mefigo actually, because Kima Mefigo, his villain plan is very dark actually. Yeah, he might be even darker, just like Jafar, Scar, and all that kind of good stuff. So I think his plan is, I think his plan was another than keeping Asha parent wish, and at the middle of the movie, he completely destroyed Asha's mother wish. And it shows that Kima Mefigo is a very scary villain, and I honestly don't want to mess with him because I don't want him crushing my wish, or else I'll be bad. And of course, you got the iconic character that Starboy used, which another than Star himself. Man, Star is a very cute and adorable character. And even Wish got panned review. You do it, man. Star is a very cute character, and if I hear Alec insult the Star and want him to do something, it can show that he did not change at all. Well, great news is he's not doing bad review on good movie, which we love, which awesome, about time. So yeah, so Star himself is a very cute and adorable character, and I absolutely like the Star actually. Well, it was the original idea that Disney was thinking about. The director of this movie, which is Chris Buck, and then that new girl, which I never heard of. So yeah, so the idea is, which another making Star into a human, and in my director's cut, I'm casting Starboy as a star, as a human, because he is literally a star. Yup, you're a star, Starboy, you're a star. So yeah, Star is my third favorite character in this movie. Second is Queen Amaya, and number one is Asha. And of course, Valentino. Man, Valentino, yeah. Such a long time would get a movie that have animal talking. Like, this film felt like a Disney Renaissance, in my opinion, which honestly, now I'm gonna get a huge major comment that people said, listen, you're stupid, this film is not Disney Renaissance, because Disney Renaissance is a lot better than Wish. Cut the Wish hater out, because these Wish hater, it just make my brain tired. Anyway, so Valentino is a very funny goat because I do like his joke, I do like his song, and I'm a Star song. That song is perfectional, even as the weakest song in this movie, but I still love it anyway. And of course, the queen herself, Queen Amaya. She's a beautiful queen. Yup. That's the only character I would say she is so drop dead gorgeous because she's not a minor, she's an adult, and she's married with King Malefico. And I am so glad at the end of the movie that Queen Amaya betrayed King Malefico, which I am so glad because King Malefico, you definitely deserve it because you take over Rosas and you just destroying stars as your magic power, and yeah, you scare the frick out of me when you have a green eye. Like, what the frick is this? Is this British or is this a horror movie? You know what? You know what? That would be pretty cool. I would make a horror movie. Yeah, no. Let's continue. So, Queen Amaya, she's a beautiful queen. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. She's a beautiful queen. And just like the quote from Game of Thrones, which is very overrated, she's my beautiful queen. Yeah, that meme was so freaking stupid. And I don't understand why I used it, but I'm still using it as a comedy purposes, so what do you expect? And of course, you got a dwarf in this movie. Nah, just kidding. It's just Asha's friend trying to be like the dwarf, actually. So let's check out for the dwarf, shall we? So let's check it out, shall we? So, 17. Alright. Let's see. Trying to find him. Alright, you got dog, you got grumpy, you got doopy, you got sneezing, you got bashful, and you got happy. So let's see who's happy. Oh. This is Han. Okay. What about this one? Oh, I gotta say, this girl, she might be my favorite out of the dwarf in this movie because she's a fantastic dwarf. I gotta fight out and say this, but this dwarf right here is a lot better than a Disney Snow White dwarf because that CGI dwarf scared the frick out of me, and I am not rewatching Disney Wish. I understand that people want me to give that film a chance, but due to 1,000 of my comments say no. So yeah, what's the point of rewatching Disney Snow White? Depend, I'm gonna get a huge nightmare of the CGI dwarf. I gotta find out and say this, but the Harp did a lot better dwarf, and even this movie did a lot better dwarf in this movie. And the fact is, that Sleepy character, he played by the same actor that he was in some MCU movie. I mean, from the X-Men movie. So that's pretty cool. A X-Men actor in this movie as Sneezing. Good job. So let's go back to this movie. Anyway, so yeah, the dwarf in this movie will always be better than the CGI dwarf. So yeah, honestly, I already know they're called 17, but in my opinion, I'll call them a dwarf actually because actually they're just like the dwarf. Like, it's a reference to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So yeah. So yeah, and the climax of this movie. I wish the climax was very dark because when I watched a deleted scene for this movie, you already know that the climax was really, really tough to get through. And I totally understand why they want to remove that because they really want to make a climax into a more darker, like, the deleted scene is way more darker Disney than the actual climax we got these days. So the climax in this movie was letting King Malefico take over Rosas and trying to destroy the stars, and he actually did and he scared the frick out of me when he say I decided. And of course he swam the crap out of the Asha, and I feel bad for Asha in that scene. And King Malefico said, you should have give up. Like, she is not gonna give up, King Malefico. She always find a way. She'll always find the wishes, and she will always find a way to revive Saul, actually. Well, in the director's cut, Starboy is going to be trapping and King Malefico's magic, which, yeah, it's going to be a very sad scene I ever seen for Nick Kicks, for NH Studios, so that proves my point. So yeah, and the climax in this movie is absolutely entertaining. It might be even better just like the deleted scene what we got in this movie, actually. So the climax in this movie, at the end of this movie, which then King Malefico got defeated. Like, he become a magic mirror. He become a yeah, he become a magic mirror actually. So yeah, and at the end of the movie, Asha saying this wish for the final time, and Stars will by himself, and he's so happy. And I like it when he's happy because I like characters happy. And of course, Kima Mefigo got trapped into a mirror, and all of a sudden, Queen Amaya was almost gonna save Kima Mefigo, and Asha was very scared. You know what Queen Amaya did? That's right, Queen Amaya tell the guard put that mirror into a dungeon, and yup, Kima Mefico is gone. Yup, good with him, and he deserved it because he t- he took over Rosa, and he's scared of fake enemy. So thankfully, Queen Amaya is in Asha's side. So yeah, I don't understand why some people think that Queen Amaya would be a perfect villain. Hot take, I do not want to see Queen Amaya as a villain actually, because when you see her as a villain, yeah, that would be 10 times worse actually. Yeah, that's my hot take. I honestly don't want to see Queen Amaya to be sized with Kima Mefico because I am fine what she is. Like, dude, seriously, seriously, I honestly don't want to see her as a main villain. I want to see her as a hero, just like Asha. Like her and Asha might be a team together in this movie, actually. So I like Queen Amaya where she is, and that's my hot take. I honestly don't want to see Queen Amaya as a main villain, which I don't understand. Honestly, I totally understand why people said that they want to see that, but in my opinion, I don't want to see it. Dude, that's my hot take. And of course, you got Asha's grandpa. Actually, yeah, he's a fantastic character. Actually, yeah, he's a wonderful character. And of course, when he played the guitar to "Wish Upon a Stars," no joke, guys, I absolutely cried in that scene. Like that scene was very emotional. Like one of the best way to celebrate the Disney 100 years. Not just Once Upon a Studio, they made one of the best short ever, which that short is very heartwarming and very memorable. And of course, when you have a reference of Disney, a Disney property, and of course the end credit is very pretty cool. Like they show some highlight of Disney film from 1930s all the way to now, and that was really genius. Of course you have to freaking put Home on the Range, and of course, maybe Chicken Little, whatever. And of course, to put a underrated Meet the Robinson and Treasure Planet. Like I'm so glad that Brother Bear, Treasure Planet, and in the Lost Empire and some of the underrated Disney films deserve some love. I am so glad they got the chance to shine to be in the end credit. But here's my biggest problem. Why is Frozen 2 didn't mention? Like, Frozen 2 is a golden phenomenon. It did excellent at the box office. I understand people don't like that movie, but at least it's a lot better than putting up with Alec these days. So, hey guys, so overall, I think Disney Wish is a one movie which I totally disagreed with the hater actually. Like, seriously, this film does not deserve a wine rating. This film did not deserve the flop. That film did not deserve to have one of the worst opening ever for an animated film for Disney. This film does not deserve to have the second weekend drop even worse than Strange World. And this film does not deserve a snub nomination at the Academy Award. And especially, this film does not deserve a bunch of rants. And like guys, don't watch a rant on Wish. Just handle people's opinion, and please don't treat this movie like it's worse than Mosey's Mom. Like Mosey's Mom is way worse than Disney Wish, and that is opinion, and that is a fact. So I'm gonna give Disney Wish a wonderful 10 out of 10. This is a epic, brilliant masterpiece, and this film is well deserved a Wish Upon the Stars Nick Hick awesomeness. So I might change the rating of that. So right now is Wish Upon a Nick Hick awesomeness. So that's pretty clever. So hey guys, so that was my review on Wish, and that was my video called Why You Should Give Disney Wish a Chance. Like, I highly recommend you guys, you give this movie a chance. Like, this is Disney month, and please be happy with this film actually, because this film is the best way to celebrate Disney 100 years, and I'm not getting apologized for saying that. I only know that this review is 20 minutes and 30 minutes, but hey, it's what it is, you know. Anyway, so before we get this started, before we end this video, just like I did with Frozen 2, I'm going to read some stupid review by a by a YouTuber, which I can't stand him, which is none other than Troll Bandit Fantastic One. I am so glad that he's not doing bad review, which that doesn't change the fact that he's a toxic YouTuber and he called Hotel Trust Me for underrated, which no, it's not. Anyway, enough further ado. Let's read the stupid review, shall we? So here we go. This is hell. You better watch your mouth because this film is not made for hell. This film is made for heaven, for God's sake. Nah, just kidding. I hate this to defend Troll Bandit. So are you freaking telling me that you hate this film all because of freaking Troll Bandit? Disney Wish will always be better than Troll Bandit, and that proves my point. I'm not going to read a 3 review that mentioned the one YouTuber which I refuse to talk about, which screw him. Asha is ugly. No, the hell is not, because Asha, she's a very, very awesome character, and she's a very cute character on one of the stars. This film is this film is for babies. No, the hell it's not. This film is rated PG, not freaking G. Oh, yet again, he called Asha's ugly. Like, no, she's not. She's cute. 1 year later, still freaking suck. No, it's not. This film is awesome. I am not respecting opinion up to any troll hater who loved this movie. I really want to burn every single copy of Wish. Oh my god. Don't you even think about it. I swear to God, if you burn my Disney Wish copy, I swear to God, I'm gonna take that thing off your hand, and I will push you away, and you're told you go back. Yeah, I'm not doing any violent because actually I'm not a type of person who do violent. Like, violent is not the answer. So that proves my point. And honestly, when he said that he's not gonna respect opinion on Troll Hater, respect a minor something. Like, do you not know the opinion don't have feeling? Yeah, that's what I thought. And last but not least, there was a one review which I lost my mind. These girls, Walt Disney just rolled in his grave. Are you telling me that this film just made Walt Disney grave? You gotta be kidding me. Like, Mosey's Mom is the one Disney film that made Walt Disney roll from this grave, not freaking Wish. Like, in heaven, I think he's proud how this movie turned out, actually. Well, not for the review. Like, Walt Disney in heaven, if you listen to it, don't focus on review. Don't look at the box office. Look at the movie itself, and please watch the movie. And guys, I recommend you guys don't watch the movie. Like, seriously, don't watch any bad review when you call Wish disaster. Like, no, it's not. Like, I saw way worse Disney movie out there, like Strange World, Moana 2, Beauty and the Beast 2, which is Bella Magical Stupid. Oh my god, I hate that fucking movie. And of course, some dead Disney Zone, like kind of Chicken Little. Like, my opinion would change for Chicken Little because of Maya George, the way you expect. And of course, 2 Disney film which I found it way worse. What the live action Pinocchio and Artemis Fowl, and of course Mosey's Mom. Like, Mosey's Mom is the worst Disney movie ever. Both Frozen 2 and Wish are both tied as the best Disney film ever. So that's my opinion on Wish, and tell me what is your opinion on this film instead of bashing it on the comment section below. You think it's good, think it's mediocre, and do you think it's bad? But if you think it's bad, please tell me the real reason why you don't like Wish. Why? Do you think the story is generic? Do you think the character is not interesting? And do you think the song is not really cool? Oh yeah, speaking of the song, let's get to the song. I really enjoyed the song, actually. So I think this Wish was the best song in the entire... Oh, wait. My best song in the entire movie is At All Costs. Like, At All Costs is a beautiful song of Kim and Mexico telling the wishes is very protected. Like, this is way before they... that was way before that he become the villain. But when Asha, she really want her father wish be granted, and Kim and Mexico was really worried that her father wish will definitely ruin Rosas, just like his backstory, actually. Like, you totally understand why King and Mexico do not want grant people's wishes is because of the fact that his land was destroyed by selfish, greedy thieves, and there was no mention friend. Yeah, that's what he said in the movie, and yeah, the backstory, yeah, I might have to greenlit a origin story of the Kingdom of Mexico, and trust me, it's going to be quite a phenomenon. It's going to be even better than the director's cut, in my opinion. By the way, the director's cut is going to be way better, in my opinion. So yeah, that was my review on Wish. That was my video called "Why You Should Give Disney Wish a Chance." It might be the same with Frozen 2, but actually, there's no wood. I think this film deserves some love. It deserves appreciation. And do not listen to some bad review, because every single time you listen to bad review and more, you become a Disney hater. So please don't listen to bad review. Just watch the movie to yourself. It's 1 hour 42 minutes of awesomeness. So please give this film a chance. But if you don't like the movie, please just tell me why you don't like the movie. Yes, tell me why you don't like the movie. Why? Do you think the story is generic? Do you think the character is not interesting? And do you think the song is generic? Yeah, comment below and let me know. And stay tuned, let it on. Stay tuned for my review on Wreck-It Ralph. So we'll be talking about Wreck-It Ralph. Doing to that movie have turned 13 years old. So stay tuned for my review on Wreck-It Ralph. And don't worry, I'm not doing a shout out on Troll Bandicam as well, because his letterbox review is absolutely disgusting. So I absolutely can't stand his letterbox. But I gotta say this, but I would have read his letterbox way more tolerable than reading a bunch of letterbox on K-pop Demon Hunter Fan 2000. Like, that guy freaking disgusts me. Yeah, that's the same guy that he's wishing me death. Like, seriously. So I gotta quiet down because I think my buddy Chris woke up. So sorry about my loud voice, Mom. Sorry about my loud voice. So yeah. Anyway, guys, so if you enjoyed this Wish Upon the Stars video, if you want to see more of this, you wish have been granted, please, I recommend you, gentlemen and ladies, you hit a subscribe button, turn on, hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and share this video to all the Disney fans at all ages. And once again, this film deserves your appreciation. And if I hear any people say that Disney Disney is just a kiddie brand, like, no, the hell it's not. Like, Disney is just made for general audience and made for all ages and made for adult and the kids. Like, adult and the kids watch Disney film, and this is why we got November, actually, because not just Thanksgiving, you got freaking Black Friday. And after I saw the scene from Thanksgiving, I honestly don't want to. Dude, I honestly don't want to go to Black Friday, but if someone said that you want to go Black Friday, so I can't disrespect them, so I might have to go, so I don't know. So, you guys, and then you got November, which is Disney month. If you don't know what Disney month is a month that you take your family to see Disney film. Like, they took the family to see Strange World. They did not take the family to see Wish. Like, oh my God, man, I cannot stand Strange World, man. I cannot believe you took your kiddo to see the most boring, pathetic Disney revival age. And no wonder I changed my opinion on the Prince of the Frog, because Strange World make Prince of the Frog look like Wish and Frozen 2 comparison, and that's the fact. Yeah, screw Strange World, and Strange World can burn in heck or like hell. Yeah, Disney Wish is way better than Strange World. And even I enjoy Wreck-It Ralph 2, but I think this film and Frozen 2 are way better than Wreck-It Ralph 2. Oh boy, I gotta end this video before I get bigger. No, just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Like, seriously, he's just a main baby, like, sitting in his computer and act like that nobody like Wreck-It Ralph. Well, I want to prove him I like Wreck-It Ralph, and I'll be doing my review, and I'll prove him wrong. Stupid. Anyway, so this is NH Studio Lounge turn off, and this is the Magical World of Disney signing off, and I'll see you guys at my movie review, my redo review to one of the best animated movie of 2012, which is none other than Wreck-It Ralph. And have a great Each Unknown, and have a great Wish Upon the Stars, instead of have a Kingdom Mexico to show you guys wishes.
Like a bolt out of the blue.
Fate steps in.